Yo, Elliot. Got this question here from Theodore Phillips. He goes on to say, Elliot, I noticed that you were in a fasted state. Basically, you didn't eat for several hours before your last video about back, tricep, and bicep training. So he's referring to a video that I did last week where I finished up the workout with farmer's carries. I had on pink shorts, right? And I mentioned in the comments area that I was fasted. I did the workout during a fasted state. Because a lot of people are wondering, you know, Elliot, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? So the fact is that I do fast probably about 2 times a week. I go from dinner time the night before to dinner time the next day. So about from maybe like 6 to 6. But I still train. And what I've come to discover personally, my experience is that my energy is through the frickin' roof. I'm crazy. I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling good when I haven't eaten that entire day. Now, the physiological response that's responsible for that, from what I understand, what I read, is that your body is in a catabolic state. That means adrenaline is up. See, a lot of times we're so against catabolism that we try to suppress it at all costs. But when you are fasting, you do become catabolic, which is why it's good for fat loss. Catabolic means breakdown. And a part of that breakdown is associated with hormones that drive energy, which is like adrenaline, cortisol. These are energy hormones, right? They provide you with a boost of energy. So when I haven't fasted, when I haven't eaten and I fasted for several hours, my energy is up. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong. I do not experience a weakness associated with the fasting in my lifts. I feel the same as if I would have eaten. Now granted, strength is not I'm not worried about how much weight I'm lifting right now. I'm not worried about bulking. I'm not worried about building muscle. I'm not worried about strength. The only thing I'm focused on right now, and this is what you guys gotta understand, focus on one fucking thing at a time, is cutting. And if that means that I'm in a catabolic state often, that's a good thing. Catabolism means breakdown. I'm in a breakdown state. And that's normal, that's natural. That's what you wanna aim for when you're cutting. And that means I'm gonna lose some strength. I'm gonna lose a little bit of strength. I may lose a little bit of muscle or look flat in my muscles, but that's okay. You know, I'm not too concerned about it. So, to answer your question, because I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, my experience has been positive with training in a fasted state. I think most of the information that I got with regard to training in a fasted state comes from Brad Pilon. You know, he's got a book called Eat, Stop, Eat, and reading Rusty Moore's blog. He's got a blog all about how to look lean and sexy. So, you know, I'm kind of trying to look lean and sexy a little bit. And his blog is Fitness Black Book. I'll put a link down below. But that's it. So, look, we can talk all we want scientifically. We can pull out all the studies out of our ass that we want. And if you have one study over here contradicts this study, and you got 2 different people who are arguing about the studies, it really doesn't fucking matter. Experience, you've got to try this shit out, right? The very first time I trained on a fasted state, I felt like shit because I wasn't used to fasting. But I've been doing it for several months now, years probably, years I've been doing this. I've been doing this for so long, before it was even a fad. I read Eat, Stop, Eat, and also The Warrior Diet by Ori Hofmeckler. These were books that I was reading 3-4 years ago. And at that time it was very difficult, but it's become easier. My experience now is, the advice that I would offer is that it's a good thing, especially when you're cutting. I probably wouldn't do the same thing if I was trying to build muscle. But if you're trying to cut, you want to be catabolic. Training in a catabolic state gives you more energy and burns more fat. Hope that helps. Talk to you next time. Yo, Elliot.